Good morning. Yeah. Eighth graders, you can be seated. So good morning. I am Brooke Cray, proud principal here at Peacock, and welcome to our Charger Excellence Assembly. This event could not be possible without the help of our 8th grade teachers, our Peacock staff, and our 8th grade parents. So before we begin, I would like to thank all of those that were involved with the setup of this event and the other graduation events. So first and foremost, would like to thank our office staff, Mrs. Johnson and Mrs. Bryan. And our 8th grade teachers, if you could please stand when I read your name. Mrs. Rathje, Mrs. Stafford, Mrs. Olson, Mr. Legan, Mr. Novak, and Miss Benjamin. I would also like to thank our encore teachers, if you could please do the same. Mr. Travis, Mr. Loest, Mr. Reisel, Mr. Larson, Mrs. Dolan, Mrs. Darling, Miss Stelk, and Mr. Anderson. And then next, I would like to introduce our Assistant Principal of District 10 Schools, Mr. Brian Bolton.
We would also like to thank our graduation committee. These individuals volunteered their own time to help with the planning and setup of the dinner dance that took place last Friday and our assembly today. You'll see a balloon arch over there. You'll see a refreshment table. They did so much work to make these events possible and special for our 8th graders as we celebrate them transitioning to the next step. Those of you that were on the committee, I'm going to call your name. Please stand to be recognized. Demetra Bolas. Victoria Carey. Melissa Christensen. Denise Hearn. Amy Laughlin. Marina Lakakis. Amy O'Neill. Jessica Padilla. Jennifer Peterson. Jamie Positano. Ashley Urbasic. And Teresa Wallace. Thank you for assisting in the planning and setup of all of our graduation events and making this so special for our 8th graders. I welcome back to the stage, Mrs. Cray.
I would also like to welcome our special guests that are joining us today. So first, Superintendent, Mr. Craig Bennis. Assistant Superintendent of Teaching and Learning, Dr. Heidi Weeks. Mayor Prine. the Sale family, who will present the Shine Award. Mr. Mike Bozar and Miss Marianne Geikel from the American Legion. And the Itasca Police Department. Thank you for your continued support of our students. Additionally, I would like to thank all of you in the stands and joining us on the live stream for all of your support and commitment for these students sitting in front of us. So thank you. We appreciate your collaboration, your communication, and your support, as we know it truly takes a village to support these amazing students that we see right here. So we appreciate all of your support with that. So before we graduate, the class of 2022, we pause to celebrate their individual accomplishments and achievements. So with that being said, I would like to introduce our Student Council President and Vice President to get us started, Dior Hearn and Julia Bibero.
Will the audience please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
So as we begin our award celebration of students and staff, we would appreciate if you would hold your applause until all names are called for each individual award. To start, I would like to introduce Mr. Travis and Mr. Loest.
The Itasca Music Boosters is a group of parents who do incredible things for the music programs here at Peacock. The musical, the choir, the band programs, they financially support, they morally support, and they provide that physical support that helps get our volunteers together to make these programs run. If you've ever been on a band trip, a choir trip, or been to our spring musical, you can see it takes a lot of people to help out our students put on these shows and these productions and these performances. And each year, they come back again and again and say, what do you need? What can we do? How can we help? They are amazing. Today, we would like to recognize the parents of an 8th grade student in our Music Booster group. Joey Torres will help to present to his parents, Herbie Torres and Rhiannon Torres.
We'd like to thank again the Torres family and all of our music boosters. At this time, Mr. Bolton will come up and talk about the IPTO.
It is my pleasure to recognize one of our parents for their hard work the past couple years with their involvement with the IPTO. This individual has served as the Vice President of Peacock for the past 2 years. Her hard work and leadership has truly made a difference in the lives of our students. Mrs. Christensen, please come on down. We are now going to have a performance from our jazz band, so please welcome back to the stage Mr. Tim Loest.
And as our students make their way back to their seats, I do want to recognize a few teachers that I saved the best for last. So, Mr. Weaver, if you could please stand. And Ms. Calderon. Mrs. Richardson. And Mr. Okresick. Thank you. So next I would like to introduce Mr. Mike Bozar for the American Legion Award.
Good morning. My name is Mike Vozar, and I'm here today representing the American Legion organization and family with Post 1084 in Roselle. The American Legion is America's largest veterans service organization. As such, we advocate for veterans, their rehabilitation, children, family, and youth, Americanism, and national security. And it's a pleasure to be here today. You're all familiar in varying degrees with the history of our country. You know that our way of life just didn't happen. It is the product of work and an active interest on the part of good citizens from its beginning to the present. We believe that one of the best ways to instill a value of service is to take an active interest in the preparation of our youth so that they will become responsible citizens. In this interest, the American Legion has been pleased to recognize and honor the grade school graduates of our country since 1930. Each year, students are selected from the 8th grade class to receive the American Legion School Awards. The students are selected by the school faculty by a vote among the students themselves and the school authorities. The choices are made based on qualities of leadership, scholarship, patriotism, and service. Students are chosen for a first place award and a runner-up award. But at the end of the day, you're all winners, and we recognize and appreciate your accomplishments. Congratulations. The first place award is a certificate of recognition and a bronze medallion. The runner-up receives a certificate of honorable mention. So on behalf of the American Legion, I want to extend our congratulations and best wishes to all the graduates and your proud parents and family. Will the winners please come forward as I read your names? The winners of the American Legion Awards are our first place winners, Amelia Kalita and Matthew Poe. Okay, thank you. Amelia. Okay. And we'd like to recognize our runner-ups, Dior Hearn and Nolan Hatfield. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the opportunity today to, Thank you for the opportunity today to participate in the Charger Excellence Awards, and we hope to see you next year. It's Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day is to honor those veterans who have passed and are fallen. And we hope that you'll take a moment to reflect on their sacrifice to help give us the freedoms that we enjoy today. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Mary Ann Greigel.
Good morning. My name is Mary Ann Greigel, and I am an auxiliary member from the American Legion Post 1084 in Roselle. And as Mike said, this is Memorial Day weekend. It is also Poppy Day weekend. So if you have a chance, you can stop by the Legion Hall where we have a tent set up just to come and get a poppy. So I'm here to present this certificate. This is an annual poppy poster contest, and all 7 feeder schools to Lake Park participated, and I'm happy to say that our first place winner is here in your building. I'm very proud of her. She did an amazing job. Her poster will be hanging in the American Legion Hall if you ever want to come by and stop by to see it. Right now it's at National now, so we're working on her getting first place at National. So I'd like to present this certificate and this gift card to Bazia Pabuga.
To introduce this year's Usher Award winners, I'd welcome to the stage Mayor of Itasca, Mayor Prine.
Good morning. Since 1980, the Wesley G. Usher Award has been given to 8th graders at Peacock. The award honors students who have exemplified academic and citizen achievement throughout their 8th grade school year. Qualifying students must have demonstrated the ability to lead others, shown the ability to get along with and work with both students and teachers, demonstrated dependability, trustworthiness, evidence of the acceptance of responsibility, and observance of the rules and traditions of the school, demonstrated enthusiasm in their pursuit of their schoolwork, and have maintained grades of C or higher, manifested a tolerant attitude towards the opinions of others, demonstrated an attitude of respect for teachers and students, and in general be considered a positive benefit to the class, demonstrated honesty, punctuality, and the respect for the rights of others, and demonstrated speech and manner that is above reproach at all times. I'm pleased to announce the 2022 female winner is Julia Bibro. Congratulations. And our 2022 male winner is Darvarsh Shaw.
Our next award is going to be our Art Awards, so welcome to the stage, Mrs. Dolan.
Thank you, Mr. Bolton. Good morning. It has been my privilege to work with the amazing 8th grade class for the past 3 years. You have been incredible in the classroom, and I am so very proud of your hard work throughout these past 3 years. The following students were chosen for the Peacock Art Excellence Award by exemplifying the highest level of work in and around the classroom. These Peacock Chargers brought unique, creative ideas to each and every one of their projects, taking the time to exemplify every detail at the highest level. Not only were these students amazing on every project, but they were just as amazing in the art room. Respectful, responsible, kind to their peers, collaborative in their ideas, and proud of their work. Please come to the front to accept your award when you hear your name. Congratulations to Joyce Chen, Basha Pepuga, and Polita Udomwangyat. It has been my honor to work with you and the entire 8th grade class. Best of luck to all of you as you take your next steps in your journey. And now I introduce you the best in the biz, our amazing band director, Mr. Loest, with the Band Awards.
Thank you, Mrs. Dolan. Well, we all know what a rough couple of years it's been for everybody. This is especially true for instrumentalists. It's hard enough to wear a mask during the day just when you're walking into a grocery store, but imagine having to play an instrument with something like that on your face, and then have the bell of your instrument covered up with a filter. Yet our band students have persevered through it all. And although we've been a little smaller, we're mightier. At this time, I'd like to have all of our band students please stand up and be recognized with a round of applause. Thank you. You deserve it. It's been the mission of our band program to provide a quality music education in a nurturing environment that promotes collaboration and creative thinking. Our program exists to foster aesthetic growth as an essential part of our students' education. And finally, our band program is dedicated to the highest level of musicianship through a comprehensive curriculum that keeps in touch with each child's interests and abilities. We've had 4 long-range goals over the years that have guided our work. The first is to share performance-based music composed in many different styles and forms. Every day we strive to gain musical knowledge, to improve our musical skills, and to engage in musical thinking. Our music means nothing if we don't bring it to our community, and our goal has been to be ambassadors of musicianship from our band room to your ears. And finally, our students have worked hard to prepare for advanced level music making while developing a lifelong love of music. We recognized all of our students at the last concert. At this time, I'd like to recognize 2 students. Can we please have Jack Arway and Joyce Chen come up? At this time, let's welcome our librarian, Mrs. Darling.
Thank you, Mr. Loest. Good morning, I am Mrs. Darling, and I am proud to present some awards to students for their excellence in library. To start with, I would like to acknowledge our Battle of the Books teams. We had quite a few 8th graders this year participate in Battle of the Books. Battle of the Books asked students to compete against other feeder middle schools on their knowledge of the current Rebecca Caudle list. All of my Battle of the Books participants, can you please stand and be recognized? I am also proud to say that we took home first place this year, our first place. So I'd like to acknowledge the first place team, Julia Bibro, Basha Papuga, and Carolina Simic. Please stand. Next, I would like to present the award for Letters About Literature. The Letters About Literature contest is held by the state of Illinois. It asks students in grades 4th through 12th to write a letter to an author about a book that has not only changed their life, but also the perspective on the world around them. Out of the submissions this year, I am proud to say that 2 of our 8th graders received honorable mention in their division. I am honored to present honorable mention to Julia Bibro and Basha Papuga. Finally, I have been so honored this year. We have had so many wonderful students come in and help with the library. I'm so proud of their creativity, their leadership, they're willing to learn the library science. If I would like to first honor all of the students who have helped this year in the library. Can you please stand and be acknowledged? There are 5 students who, throughout their 3 years at Peacock, have shown leadership in Battle of the Books and Book Club, creativity in library helpers, and have been strong advocates for reading throughout their 3 years here. It is my honor to present the Library Award to Julia Bibro, Joyce Chen, Chloe Drury, Lily Drury, and Basha Papuga. And now I would like to introduce the incomparable Mr. Travis, who will present the music awards.
It is my privilege each year to work with your students and to help them put on shows, to help them perform on a stage or at different locations around the community. The choir this year has performed 7 times at different performances, whether they've been in DuPage County for the contest or up at Six Flags or just here at Peacock on a stage. Our spring musical, we had 5 performances here, 3 for our schools and 2 for our night shows. Could we please have all members who were choir members, cast members, and crew members of the musical please stand up? And when you look at what happens on the stage here, at least with the musical especially, it is students behind every aspect of that. Yes, there are adults around, but the students are running everything. So when it goes well or not well, it is all of them. They take ownership of it. It's something we really strive to have them put together. Now, I get to recognize a few students who have really done an outstanding job and gone above and beyond in the choir program, vocal music in particular. And in this case, these students have not only taken on solos, extra work on the stage with the choir, but also in the musical. I could choose many, many students who have really done their best, but I need to recognize 3 in particular who have gone above and beyond. If Lily Kent, Gina DeSantis, and Amy Kramarski would please come forward. I would like to welcome up to the microphone, Senior Reisel.
Hola y muy buenos días. Y muchas gracias a todos por venir aquí a esta celebración muy importante. Good morning, everybody. My name is Senor Mike Reisel. I'm the Spanish teacher here at Peacock Middle. I want to welcome all of you and thank you for being here for this very important celebration for our students. Before I begin, I would like to thank all the students who enrolled in the year-long Spanish program this year. You guys all did a phenomenal job, and we had a lot of fun. Today, I would like to recognize a few students who went above and beyond inside and even outside the Spanish classroom. These students excelled in the 4 domains of language learning, which is speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Every day, these students came to class prepared, engaged in oral communication, written communication. When a student was maybe struggling, this student took the initiation to help that student out, and I really appreciate that as being kind of a team leader. So at this time, when you hear your names, levántense por favor, and ven aquí al frente. Please stand and come to the front. The following students are Ashay Bat, Laila Babini, Ellison Gogola, Dior Hearn, and Mark Randazzo. Congratulations, students. Felicidades a los estudiantes. Best of luck to our winners and all of the students next year at level 2 at Lake Park. Don't worry, you're all ready, prepared, you'll do just fine. Gracias a todos. At this time, I would like to present our next presenter, the phenomenal Mr. Larson, our STEM teacher. Gracias.
Gracias, Senor. As most know, STEM is a multidiscipline, curriculum. I incorporate engineering, math, science, and technology into it, and I believe I created a fairly challenging curriculum for all the students. Everybody that tried hard and didn't quit, you're all winners. But I had to select a few. But honestly, if you gave it your all in my class, you know you were a winner. There are a couple or a few that I believe went a little bit above and beyond. Part of it is not just what they showed me as far as the curriculum goes and their skills, their attention to detail, but it was their willingness to help others, which I believe is one of the more important skills that we can have. And then there was one other student I thought about at the end, someone who showed me something. I run all my 8th graders through a self-paced coding course. And they're not just using JavaScript code to put things together, they're actually writing code in a language called Python. Most of my students find that very frustrating towards the end. The majority of my students complete 8 lessons. I have them code for about 5 days, so 40 minutes a day. The majority earn about 160 points. One young man completed 18 lessons, earned 431 out of 431 points, nailed every quiz and every test, and I didn't provide these. They were online, and this is a high school level course. Coded for 11 days, even though I had him code for 5, so this young dude must like code. Anyway, for the STEM winners, and for that young man, I actually 3D printed a special award, which just reads Excellence in Coding. And I tried hard. I'm not the best of all coders myself, and learning how to 3D print is fun and frustrating for me, but I did my best. My award winners for the STEM are Team Drury, Lillian Chloe, Ardner Basic, and then for this Excellent Coding Award, Henrik Wilson, would you please come up? What did I forget? I forgot one young man, you're right. Pavel Zatko, please come up as well. And I apologize, Pavel. I'll do Henrik's. Put it on right. And my last word of advice to all the 8th graders, you only get one ride on this planet. Enjoy it. Do the best you can. Help out your brothers and sisters. And now it's my privilege to present in my opinion, two of the finest physical education teachers I've ever known, Ms. Barb Stelk and Mr. Douglas Anderson.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Ms. Stelk and myself, we have 4 awards to give to this wonderful 8th grade class that has surely shown some excellence this year. Firstly, we're going to wear our hats as a teacher and acknowledge some of these exemplary efforts of these students within our PE class.
that have shown some of the following characteristics: respect towards teachers and peers, going above and beyond what is expected; responsibility, being prepared, putting forth exemplary effort on a daily basis; and thirdly, proud, satisfaction in embracing all aspects of class. Ladies and gentlemen, when you hear, we like to recognize these wonderful 8th grade students. And when you hear your names, please, ladies and gentlemen, come on up. Partha Inavulu, Mark Randazzo, Jonathan Ademi, David Hosnell, Patrick Polish, Allison Gogola, Sofia Gurola, Amelia Caletta, Rochelle Orico, and Nicoletta Pisenko. Congratulations. Now the second award, we're going to put our coaching hat on. These kids were basically slighted with that pandemic. Even some of them in their 6th grade year, they weren't able to complete their seasons. And last year, they weren't able to compete, only in clubs. And man, they were chomping at the bit. And this has been an unprecedented year of success, at least in our tenure here at Peacock. 8 total championships across virtually almost every sport. And we'd like to acknowledge them with a quick stand up and then recognize some of the specific record breakers that performed this year. So Ms. Stout, would you take it away?
Okay. First, I'd like to introduce the girls. It's a co-team with 7th grade ladies and 8th grade ladies. So I'd like to introduce the cross-country team for 8th grade ladies. Please stand up for a first place finish in our conference. Thank you for all your hard work, especially that warm summer weather that we had to work out through. Next, I'd like to introduce the 8th grade girls basketball team on their undefeated season in 6th grade, as well as 8th grade conference championships with an undefeated season. Please stand. And we'll go to the boys now. We have our boys 8th grade basketball team with a conference championship. Congratulations. And then we continue on to volleyball, which was unprecedented. We had 3 championships at our school, beginning with the 6th and 7th grade ladies with first place finish at a 9-1 record. Our 8th grade girls, please stand, on a conference championship at 9-1. And then our boys volleyball team with a conference championship. And the boys team is a combination of 6th, 7th, and 8th grade boys. Congratulations, everyone. And now I'd like to introduce some record-breaking relay teams that happened here at our conference meet just a few weeks ago. I'd like to introduce our 400-meter relay school record of 57.47. Our girls took a second-place ribbon but had a school record. Their names are and you can please rise when I call your name. Kara D. El Sandro, Maggie O'Neill, and Milana Positano. Congratulations, ladies, well deserved. And secondly, our 800-meter relay team for girls had a school record. I'd like to introduce Ava Christensen and Martina Pastorelli. Please stand. Also with girls track, it's for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and there were other members of their team that were in 6th and 7th that shared that record. Lastly, I'd like to introduce 2 students that participated in track that had not only school records that they broke, but first place finishes in the conference. I'd like to introduce Allison Gogola, who high jumped at 4:11, new school record, and first place in the conference. And Kendon Rattini, who had first place in the 100-meter dash with a time of 12.21. Congratulations. Okay, on behalf of Mr. Anderson and myself, I have the pleasure to announce the Physical Education Heart of Gold Award. This award was created to recognize physical education students who unselfishly give of themselves to others. These acts of kindness go beyond the classroom expectations and enhance other students' experience in our class. These students ultimately show the beautiful and compassionate human spirit. And now I'd like to introduce these students, Dior Hearn and Brody Kelly.
This is our last award. Thank you for your patience. So many wonderful kids that we're acknowledging with their efforts today. This last one is called the Mike Poremba Chargerific Award. Mike Poremba contributed many years in his endless heart to Peacock as a teacher and coach. His loving memory, we are proud to offer the Chargerific Award to students who carry on his legacy to make Peacock better and a kinder place for everyone. To be considered for this award, students must exemplify the following traits, and they're in the form of an acronym of Charger. Please allow me to share. Courage, facing the challenges presented in life with bravery and strength. Heart, being a good friend and showing acts of kindness to everyone. Attitude, staying positive and optimistic in all areas of life. Respect, considering the rights and feelings of others. Greatness, setting high standards for themselves and has a desire to achieve and improve. Enthusiasm, having school spirit and supporting their classmates and teammates. And lastly, resolve, working through the challenges and never giving up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor and privilege to introduce to you this year's winners of the Chargerific Award, Emily Caletta and Jonathan Ademi. Please come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's my privilege and honor to introduce the Sale family on behalf of the beautiful Shine Award. Please.
The Jenny Sale Memorial Shine Award is given to 2 students each year in honor of Jenny Sale, who served the district as a favorite sub, a volunteer whenever anything was necessary, and as a relentless advocate for both the schools and the kids. Students who demonstrate involvement in the school community, excellence in fine arts, athletics, and academics, good standing in the school, leading by example, serving others, and exhibiting cheerful humility. This year's recipients are Dior Hearn and Devar Shah. Congratulations.
To introduce a new award this year, the Mr. Drew Spirit Award, please welcome to the stage Dr. Heidi Weeks.
Good morning. I am here today to honor Mr. Drew Van Voren, known to our students as Mr. Drew. Mr. Drew was a paraprofessional in our NetSec classroom. Unfortunately, Mr. Drew passed away this year. To honor his memory, we have begun a Mr. Drew Spirit Award that will be given to a D10 staff member annually. The staff member that will be chosen for this award will be someone who is a servant leader, as that was always what Mr. Drew was. Mr. Drew always put the needs of kids first, always helped out, and showed up to work every day with a positive and friendly attitude. At our recent staff spring celebration, Mr. Drew's parents joined us to honor the very first staff member to receive this award. I would like to reintroduce the first recipient of the Mr. Drew Spirit Award, Mr. Brian Travis.
Oh, there you go to the front and take a picture. And before our choir sings their selection, I would like to recognize all students that participated in the Lake Park math competition. So before I have you stand, the Lake Park math competition is a competition for all feeder schools, also public and private schools in the area, to where they come and they compete in multiple areas. So this is something that Peacock has done in the past. It was put on hold due to all things COVID, but under Mr. Novak's leadership and direction, these students were prepared. They went to Lake Park, they were confident, they competed, and they came out first place. So if you participated on the math team, please stand up. Congratulations. Congratulations. Nice job. So with that being said, I would like to introduce our choir, if you would like to stand, and they will perform Like an Eagle.
present this year's honor roll, please welcome to the stage Mrs. Alicia Rathje.
Thank you, Mr. Bolton. Please stand when you hear your name. Jonathan Ademi, Kennedy Campbell, Mina Carey, Sophia Garola, David Hosnettle, Brody Kelly, Olympia Lesney, Mariana Lavar, Olivia Naraki, Sean Nelson, Barbara Papuga, Martina Passarelli, Michael Peterson, Matthew Poe, Sophia Sau, Luca Stella, Amelia Stebick, Henrik Wilson, and Angelica Zukowski. Congratulations.
To present high honor roll, please welcome to the stage Mrs. Stafford.
Thank you, Mr. Bolton. Good morning, and thank you for joining us. It is my privilege to call up all the students who have earned high honor roll for all of their quarters during their time here at Peacock Middle School. So students who have earned high honor roll for all of their time here at Peacock: Layla Babani, Asha Bhagat, Satya Bimarasetti, Julia Bibro, Alexander Baguki, Nico Bolis, Ava Burns, Joyce Chen, William Cord, Gina DeSantis, Chloe Drury, Lily Drury, Julia Drogos, Efstratia Alopoulos, Brady Ferguson, Margaret Frank, Allison Gagola, Dior Hearn, Viviana Holgun, Partha Inavalolu, Catherine Colias, Gavin Laughlin, Enoch Lee, Moshe Malhorta, Ariana Messick, Yesenia Montoya, Michael Newman, Margaret O'Neill, Nicoletta Pasenko, Mark Randazzo, Kendon Ratini, Rabab Rizvi, Daniela Rottinger, Devar Shaw, Carolina Simek, Palita Adumongyong, Arden Yerbasic, Christopher Yee, and Olivia Zablotny. Congratulations to all those recipients who've earned high honor roll.
To present this year's Presidential Award winners, please welcome to the stage Mr. Legan.
Good morning. I have the privilege of announcing this year's President's Education Award recipients. This award is meant to honor students who meet high standards of academic excellence and those who have given their best effort and pushed themselves to reach their maximum potential as students. At this time, I will read a letter from the President of the United States, Mr. Joe Biden. Congratulations on receiving the 2022 President's Education Award. Young leaders like you are why the First Lady and I are more optimistic about the future than ever before. This award is a testament to your hard work, tenacity, and perseverance, especially during these difficult times. You have shown your family, friends, school, and community what you can accomplish, and you should be very proud. You are part of the most gifted and talented generation in our history, and the world is going to need you. Keep studying hard and remember to always lead by example. I have every confidence that you will translate your talents into greater opportunity, happiness, and prosperity for yourself, our nation, and the world. Your future is bright. Mr. Joe Biden. At this time, I will read the names of our award winners. And please come up to the front when your name is called. Layla Babani, Ashay Bhatt, Satya Bimersetti, Julia Bibro, Nico Bolas, Ava Burns, Kennedy Campbell, Joyce Chen, William Cord, Gina DeSantis, Chloe Jury, Lily Jury, Julia Drogas, Efstratia Iliopoulos, Brady Ferguson, Margaret Frank, Allison Gugola, Dior Hearn, Viviana Holgan, David Hosnettle, Livia Hoja, Partha Inavalu, Amelia Coletta, Brody Kelly, Catherine Colias, Gavin Laughlin, Enoch Lee, Olympia Lesney, Ariana Messig, Yesenia Montoya, Olivia Naraki, Michael Newman, Margaret O'Neill, Basha Papuga, Nicoletta Pasenko, Mark Randazzo, Kendon Rattini, Rabab Risby, Daniela Rottenginger, Devar Shah, Carolina Simic, Pavel Shesko, Polita Undamungyang, Arden Urbasic, Henrik Wilson, Olivia Zablotny, and Angelica Zachowski. Congratulations. Next, I would like to introduce our assistant principal, Mr. Bolton, to recognize our outstanding scholars.
It is my privilege to announce and recognize the students who have earned a 4.0 for all 3 years here at Peacock. These students are not only outstanding scholars, but they are outstanding role models. Please come forward when your name is called. Ashay Bhatt, Julia Bibro, Chloe Drury, Lily Drury, Allison Gugola, Dior Hearn, Michael Newman, Mark Randazzo, Danielle Rottinger, Devar Shah, Polita Udam-Wanyang, and Arden Urbasic. Congratulations. Mrs. Cray will now announce our winners of the IPA Awards.
So every year, the Illinois Principal Association honors students for making positive contributions to their schools. This year, we were able to select 2 students for their high academic goals and enthusiastic school spirit. Both of these students have shown a positive attitude towards classmates and possess the strength of character and courage to do what is right. So please come forward, Dior Hearn and David Hosnettel. And now I would like to introduce Mr. Bennis for closing remarks.
So when we get to these end of the year events and I look out at these last few weeks, I go, wow. You know, it's nice to see people without masks, people smiling, and it's just been an incredible 2 years. So I'd be remiss if I first don't start by thanking all the teachers. And I will point out of 30 plus districts in the county, there was only 2 districts that stayed open as much as we did over these last 2 years. This was done by the teachers. Their support, their cooperation, and their can-do attitude is what made this happen. And I also want to give credit to our board. When I went to our board and I said, the teachers are in, I'm all in, are you all in? It was a 5-second conversation. It was absolutely, and what do you need? So when you see the board members in the next few days, know that they were constantly asking me, what do you need? How can we make this happen? And a second part of that, which I lumped together with the board, is the parents in this room. Your support, your patience, and your flexibility in navigating uncharted territory with us was critical in making this happen. There is no handbook on how to navigate a pandemic. Certainly in hindsight, we could have done some things differently, but step by step, we persisted and fought through it. And none of that would have happened without you. So to the parents here, let's give them a round of applause. And I would say the most critical element, and my true point in all this, is the students. The students fought through this in a way that was remarkable. The reason why the teachers and the parents and the board and the adults felt so compelled to take this action was out of respect for you. We wanted this to happen for you, and we knew it was the right thing for you. And what we saw was students who were persistent, who were flexible, who had hope, and fought through this. Well, 2 years ago, no other team was practicing sports in the feeder district. We kept it going as a club. These students came and showed up. And look at how this paid off. With this athletic team, 8 first-place championships, and the other 4 were second place. That's never happened in this league play before. They cleaned it up. And let me tell you, when I'm eating lunch with the superintendents, I like that we got first place. First place in the math team, first place in Battle of the Books, a musical happening when other schools wouldn't even touch it, IPTO parent events happening right out of the gate when other schools were afraid to go there. This, to me, is about persistence. It's about flexibility. It's about hope. And if there's something that we can take away from this, if we can make lemonade out of a lemon, take a challenge and make it into an opportunity. The strength of what our kids learned through this pandemic were those values. It's to never quit, to keep on fighting, to grind through it, to be persistent, to have flexibility, and to never give up hope. And to me, that's one of the most important lessons of the last 2 years, and these kids have it. They got it. They fought through it. And my hat is off to all of them in the audience here. As we move forward, and I'll save my remarks for graduation, keep working hard, ask for help, and keep those lessons that you learned these last 2 years. One thing I always ask to do at this is I make the point to be grateful. I've thanked you, I've thanked your parents, I've thanked the board, and if your parent is out there in the audience, I want you to catch their eye, and I want you to say to them, thank you. So I'm going to ask all the students to stand up and give your parents a round of applause. And you can sit down. One of the most important things is you can't do it alone. And your parents will always be there to support you. We will be there to support you. And keep on asking for help and keep on knowing that they're there for you. That's how we got through these last 2 years, and that's how you're going to get through the next 4 in high school, and the next 4 after that, and the next 4 after that through the rest of your life. Be grateful. Thank the people that are around there to help you, and ask for help when you need it. On that word, I'll save the rest of my remarks for Tuesday night. I look forward to seeing you all there and continuing this celebration. Thank you for coming this morning. Thank you for all the staff for putting on an incredible ceremony. Thank you. This concludes the event.
So at this time, we are going to have the students process out. They will get a treat bag. We have a few parents helping hand those out. So if you'd like to make your way down, we'll have the students process out into the atrium. And then students, once you get your treat bag, you go out. You can come back in and enjoy some refreshments with your parents and your family members. And then also an announcement. Stay seated for right now. 1 minute. An announcement for parents. The graduation committee did purchase yard signs. If you would like to pick up one yard sign, we have one for each graduate to place in your front lawn that represents Peacock class of 2022. You can stop by the office and pick that up before you leave today. Okay, so students, if you would like to stand, Johnny is going